Oh, oh, am I streaming? Is this what the kids call a live stream? Well, I'm an old man, so I must have accidentally done this, as old men often do. No, I have a little bit of time this morning, unannounced, so I doubt anybody's going to pop in. But I felt like streaming for a little bit. So that's what we're going to do. So I hope everybody's having a good and safe day for us. For us Yanks, it is 4th of July. So it's the time of year where we celebrate our country's birth by blowing up our fingers. So that's always fun. But today we're going to be playing Neosprint on the Atari VCS. And I thought I could give a few thoughts. I know people want to see this game reviewed on the channel, or a few people do. I put out a short talking about it. I've done a couple videos, actually. So, I thought, why not give it some play on stream? Even though I'm not prepared, I got stuff all over the place. I like streaming. This streaming thing has been a cool experiment for me. So let's jump into the gameplay here. This is Neosprint. The home screen. I think it was recently just released on... Hey, Pierre, good to see you. Nice for you to pop in. Doing a surprise stream here, so I doubt anybody's gonna come, but I felt like streaming. It's a good morning for it. Feeling good. Woke up feeling good. Went to a fireworks show last night. Of course, the kids are teenagers now, so they no longer ooh and ah. They complain that we had to go and want to know when they don't have to go anymore. So that's always fun. That's what you like to hear from the kids when you're spending quality time. But, yeah, I'm glad to see Pierre found his way in here. Let me make sure... I think everything's all good to go. Okay, so... Hey, Jet Screamer! Nice to see you in here. So this is Neosprint, and us VCS owners have been spoiled. We've had this for a long time. I've actually beaten it twice. Yeah, I love racing. I love these racing games here. Top-down, overhead racing games are have been kind of my thing for a long time. So, the Sprint series, obviously. What's the one? Power Drive Rally, stuff like that. Micro Machines, all that good stuff. But we've had this for a while, and I actually beat it twice. So what happened was, when we first got it, it was a very different game, a much more difficult game to play. And if the sound is off a little bit, let me know, guys, as always. It was a game where you had... Death Rally? No, I haven't. From Apogee. So that would be a computer game. So I didn't have a computer for a long time. I didn't have one during the Apogee era. So... I never played that, assuming it was an early PC racing game, but I'll have to try it. Got to take a sip of the coffee so we can wake up and do this, but I beat it twice. Originally, every race had 7 opponents, and this was just a difficult game to play. You got knocked off course constantly. The opponents were constantly crashing into you, pushing you into the wall. It was a very tough game, and a very tough game to be good at. But I did beat it. I beat it during the original run, and then after they did the major update, it deleted all your progress, so I had to beat it a second time. What I like is you have a variety of paint schemes. You have basic colors that you start out with when you first get the game, and then you get these kind of, I think it was mid to late 80s. Oh, you raced Duke Nukem in that game? Oh, well then I'll have to try that. That's awesome. So you start out with basic colors, and you unlock these kind of stylized with all the pinstriping and stuff. And then if you do really well, like you beat all the courses and a certain cup, then you get your Asteroids paint job, your Crystal Castles paint job, Black Widow, Pong. I didn't get this one yet, so I haven't 100% beat the game, but I did clear all the cups. This is the Tempest paint job, the Gravatar, and I think this one's the Major Havoc when you unlock it. So you have a variety of stuff like that. Of course, we all want the Atari paint schemes because we're Atari fans. The Asteroids car is probably my favorite, so let's start with that. So this is the very beginner cup. So what they have done, instead of having 7 opponents beating and banging on you to where you can't really race, they've reduced it to 4 racers total, and you have to top 3 to move on. So basically, as long as you're not dead last in these early races, you're going to progress through the cup. And it's kind of a nice way to, I guess, introduce the game, but you obviously want the difficulty to increase pretty quickly, and it takes a little longer than you might think to progress, which I don't like. But it was still a marked improvement because you can actually learn to use the brake. You pull the hand brake in the turn so you're not just wall riding the whole way around, that sort of thing. So this is obviously the most basic track. This is the very first level. And let's see if I can't switch it now. So there's 2 different viewpoints. Originally, all we had on the VCS was this viewpoint. It's called the track-focused viewpoint. So the entire track is always on the screen, and it's always, you can see every turn and every bit of the course. And the courses get quite large, so you might want that so you know what's coming ahead. But the game now defaults to focus on car. And when you focus on car, it zooms in a bit more. So you can see more detail on the cars. You can kind of see where you're at. It's harder to lose track of who you are. So it's kind of just a preference thing, really. I don't think there's really any benefit to doing one or... Well, I think the benefit of focus on track is you can see every twist and turn coming. And again, a few of these tracks get quite twisty and turny with jumps and all kinds of stuff. It's overhead, the death race is. Oh, Need for Speed Unbound, awesome. Yeah, it's an overhead racing game, and the dog sees somebody. There's people out walking in the morning through the neighborhood, and the dogs kind of bark periodically. So if he goes nuts, I'll just mute it for a little bit. But I think you have 3 easy tracks here, and they kind of slowly introduce you to the elements. You also get this pre-race sort of zoom-in thing where you can see like the Atari signs and stuff. I don't think it looks bad. It's clearly not AAA quality. It's what me and Vinny have kind of coined cell phone quality. But I don't personally think it looks bad. What I think looks bad is occasionally there's people watching and stuff. Like you'll have people freestanding off the side of the track, and occasionally they're facing the wrong way, which seems like a bad oversight. But given that there's a track creator, I think they basically just plop assets down to make developing the tracks easier. Driller Joe, good to see you. Glad you could come in. I couldn't figure out how to drift with the classic controller. Oh, I should play with the classic controller. So originally when this came out, I hated the classic controller for it. I felt like it controlled awful. So I just got used to using the modern controller, but I haven't actually tried it since then. So we'll have to switch controllers here in a minute and give it a go. So then at the end, so when you progress to the end of the courses, you have one boss race. That's always a one-on-one with a particular person. Sloan here is the easiest. You get initial dialogue after you beat them. They always say something like, I'll get you this time, or last time was a fluke, or something like that. But yeah, I got to try it with the classic controller again, because it's honestly been months since I played Neosprint with the classic controller. So I found, too, these races were, the one-on-one races were quite hard initially. So you had to... you had to beat them, and they were pretty competitive. Now, the second playthrough, I don't know if I got better, if I stopped hitting the walls like that, because I smoke most of my one-on-one opponents, and I find if you clip them, you can kind of make them go crazy off course and take forever to redirect themselves, which is kind of nuts, because these are supposed to be like the boss battles, you know? So should be able to beat Sloane pretty easily. She's in the Gravatar car, obviously. She generally goes pretty slow, takes things pretty cautiously, as her character is. Heads up for people who have an Xbox. Breakout Recharge is $4. I think other Atari games are on sale for Xbox. Yeah, they've had quite a few sales. They had a VCS sale recently, too. So then she says, oh my god, you're actually, like, good. Or you're, like, actually good, or whatever. And then you get a nice little trophy sequence here. Sloane Peterson? It's Sloane something. Let's see, is it going to hang up? Usually it plays by now. There we go. I'm just being impatient, I guess. So there, we won the top prize. You can play second or third, depending how well you do. Happy 4th, Mike Mayberry. Glad to see you pop in here. So if that was your first time around, you would then get a toolbox, and it would throw out some create a track parts for you, maybe some new car skins, stuff like that. Sloane Peters. Oh, Ferris Bueller. God, I haven't watched that in forever either. So you can see outside of the cup screen. Right, yeah, exactly, Joe. There's a lot of things that is missing. But you can see you get a little star. So these are all platinums. So we basically beat every course on here. So you got 4 basically races of 4. Sloane, I forget what this gentleman's name was. I honestly don't know any of their names. I like this guy's Jaguar fire suit. I did enjoy that. You have the breakout gentleman here. Now he has the Jaguar background. Which, it's because of the name of the cup, I think. Then we have our Centipede guy here, the Crystal Castles guy. He's kind of cool. Major Havoc, and this is our another Gravatar person. Then we got Black Widow, Pong, and Crystal Castles, and then our Tempest guy. Hey, Chris Walker, good to see you. Yeah, original was black and white. Yeah, that's right. And then you get this race. So he's the guy that kind of guides you through, like, creating courses and making new tracks and stuff like that. And he turns out to be the final boss. All these are one-on-one races with a neon element. Let's go to a bit of a harder race here. So let's do our good buddy here. We just did the Asteroids car. We got the Crystal Castles. We got Black Widow. Most of us are the old guy now, yeah. We got... And I like the names of these cars. If you notice in the corner, they have different names. So you have the XEGS 384, Log Super B, the Stella HS, the Quotile CX, NB 2600, the Havoc OR1, the Lynx HG01, WR80 Dragon. So there's little just nods and stuff in the car names. It's all really just kind of all fan service. So let's drive the Pong car here. So this is a fun race. Now the rest of the skins, like, I'd like to get that breakout skin and stuff. I haven't unlocked that yet. And the rest of these you have to get by doing, I believe, time trials, and by completing the obstacle courses. And the obstacle courses are quite difficult, if I'm honest. Look at all them guys. They just smoked the wall. I've never seen them do that before. The AI was pretty sad in that scenario. Are they still sitting there? They're all smoking the wall. Look at them. They're just all sitting there. I swear the AI is never usually this bad. Like, I should be losing this race. That was nuts. The AI has gotten quite a bit worse because they would... The thing I complained about initially, and I think I did a video on it back on the channel, is like the computer drove a very optimal line constantly, and they would not break that line for anything. So they would kind of push you around if you were in their way, and they wouldn't dynamically react to your position on the course. It didn't feel like a real race. It felt like you're racing computer-controlled cars. So I've noticed that they mess up a lot more now, and it's, I think it's better that way, honestly. I think it feels better. Hey, Jerome, glad you can make it. I had a what was your nightmare scenario? Hey, DF, good to see you. Stella, can't you hear me yella? You put me through hella. Lost the internet. I was playing Atari. I dropped a cartridge, and it broke. Oh, my goodness, Jerome. Couldn't believe it because it was only a couple of feet. What cartridge broke? Wow. Yeah, Chris Walker said it must have been exposed to something. It had to have been to break only from a few feet. So let's go back to the... Wow. Let's change our viewpoint back to the full course viewpoint just to, again, see for people who haven't seen both. So again, you can have focus on car, focus on track. It's a preference. If you like to, you know, you could get lost this way. And initially, you know, when I first played through, there was a few times where I couldn't tell who exactly I was. So this is, again, you can see what's coming up, but if you can't easily keep track of who you are in these games, then you might want focus on car. Or if you like the detail of seeing your paints and stuff, you want focus on car. Man, I am driving this track quite poorly. I think I gotta take that initial turn wider so then I can cut that corner. It's been a while since I played this. So we got second. For once we didn't win the race. Pole position 2. Well, at least it was just pole position 2 though. The hair dryer, you can probably even save the sticker. Yeah, you might have to reapply some adhesive though, because those stickers, there ain't no way they could be sticky still even after that. It was on the inside it broke, and the circuit board inside dislodged, so it was off center and loose. Wow. There had to have been something going on there. It had to have been close to breaking anyway. Yeah, pole position 2, you'll find another copy. You'll have your choice if you want the label or the text label or the picture. Fun fact, that picture on pole position 2, I'm upside down now. That picture on pole position 2 is also on the box for, what is that, Super Sprint on the 2600. So we are doing very poorly to start. I got flipped upside down. Just coast off of that guy. There's a guy going the wrong way. Computer is definitely not as good as they were when this game initially released. So we've made it up to second, it appears. Let's see if we can catch old Buck. Oh, thank you for straightening us out, buddy. So we did not catch Buck, but we beat Sloan and Chase and Carl. An Independence Day surprise live stream. You got it, Jeremiah. That's what we're doing. I I thought those cartridges were indestructible. Yeah, I did too. That's crazy. I mean, I've never had one break like that. I had no internet for about 8 hours yesterday and a lot of frustration. Yeah, that's a rough go. We're so used to the internet anymore that when you don't have it, you're lost, you know? Well, that and all our stuff depends on it now. Like, I don't have cable television anymore. We watch, we let go of that and got Netflix and stuff like that. They got Paramount, Hulu, and all that. This is on the Atari VCS, Jeremiah. So when we lose the internet, all we have, I do have my antenna hooked up so I can watch local Detroit Lions football games and stuff. But that's all we got. And of course, the kids know nothing of commercials, even though they're teenagers now. They still, they haven't. My son watched a bit of real TV, but my daughters were born in 2010, so they don't know what commercial television is. So, yeah, losing the internet is more than just what it used to be. It's like you lose everything. In my household, anyway. So old Buck here is he's doing pretty good. We might not beat him. If we can get close to him, I think I could clip him and knock him off course. But I don't know if I'll catch him or not. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Let me see if I can cut under him. There we go. Oh no, I actually kind of helped him through that corner there. So once you like clip them, it seems like they're inevitably gonna mess up. So you want to kind of run into the CPU in these single races because they seem to make silly errors after that. Yeah, DF, I don't need TV. I just watch YouTubers talking about Atari. Yeah, basically, I don't. The only real TV I watch anymore is sports stuff like that. So, yeah. Not only did I not have my internet, my cellular data was out. They said I ran out. I only have 2 gigabytes, but I didn't think I used that much. Wow. So that's a complete blackout. I'm surprised you only got 2 gigabytes of internet. So you didn't know if it was at your house or, yeah. Now you notice too when you win, your guy does different things. So I don't know what he's doing here. He's just kind of, I don't know what you would call that. It's a cyber attack, kids. Yeah, I got you though. I'd probably think something is up. So let's go to the ice course. There used to be on this, when this first came out, at least for me, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but on this track listing, when you get a close finish, it kind of zooms in and does a slow motion thing. If you got that on these tracks, it would crash the game. It worked fine on the other ones, but for some reason in this cup, it crashed. I'm using the modern. We're going to switch to the classic here in a minute, Jeremiah. I haven't actually used the classic since the game came out, because initially I did not care for the way that controlled at all. I thought it was pretty bad. Let's see if we can do the hardest basic cup here. I don't think I can, but because I'm out of practice. Tubi has some great stuff. Oh, really? I don't know. I don't think we have Tubi, or at least I don't watch it if we do. Let's see. What do we want? Which paint is this? Black. Oh, we'll do the Black Widow car. So let's see if we can do this or not. Right. Yeah, no, I get it, Jerome. Now, this is the issue I had a lot of time before they updated the game, when it was always a full course. You'd get jammed up, they would kind of smash into you, keep you from moving, and then somebody, when you start in the back, somebody would get way ahead. Only they didn't mess up like they do now. So he would have got ahead, and then he would have just been gone. But they seem to add more elements of like the CPU erroring out, or having a poor go of it. Let me see if I can get to this guy or not. There we go. Oh, I thought he was going to go kind of out of control. CPU also has issues with these like little jumps and stuff. I notice a lot of times they will mess up on those. Do you say the Lions were local to you? I thought you were in Ohio. I'm in Northwest Ohio. I'm right on the edge of Michigan. But I've always been a Lions fan, because you either got to watch the Browns or the Lions growing up. And of course, the Browns weren't around for a while too. The Browns were gone for a couple years when they went to Baltimore. But I just always preferred the Lions. So, and being right on the edge of Michigan, it's not such an odd thing here. We actually, when it's Michigan-Ohio State football time, it is a big deal in this area. Like, you're either for Michigan or for Ohio State, and it's a lot more even than you think, being where we're located. So here we are in Winter Wonderland. Now that we're at the front of the pack, these smaller tracks are kind of my Achilles heel, though. I don't typically do my best at these. Yeah, we're doing poorly. Oh, we bounced off the corner of the track. I think this, the secret was to take those corners wide, and then you got to cut close, which I didn't there, but you got to cut close to the turn. See, I went through that turn too fast because I was trying to beat that car into it. Oh, and he's messed up in front of me, so I just nailed him. So we just barely placed in that race. Wait, what is this? I thought you were in, you said OH? OHIO, yeah. I would have never lost pole position 2 if it weren't for that outage. Yeah, lesson learned. Keep them out of the sun. Yeah, the sun bakes those things too. So you wanted a OHIO? Outside of it looked like it was brand new. Yeah, I mean, you never know. These things are getting old. They're getting old. I mean, I had a copy. I had 2 things happen since collecting for this stuff. I had my copy of Water Ski, which is a Froggo game. So, Froggo is kind of a crappy company anyway. But my copy of Water Ski would glitch. Whenever you played it, you couldn't see the skier, but the screen would move along. Just weird stuff would happen. I don't remember all what else. The title screen didn't show up. But it was clearly trying to work, so I assume like a chip went bad in it. I don't know. I don't know that kind of stuff, but that's my assumption. So I had to replace my copy of... Man, my laptop is blocking my view for that corner. I gotta reposition this thing. I've had it sitting here for a couple days in this position. Anytime I live stream, I cannot see a corner of the screen here. We're not just committed to Neosprint either, guys. We could play some other thing. I'm probably not going to be on here a super long time, but we could try to play something else too, if there's an agreement. Oh, it's a tough corner to take blind, let me tell you. So this would be the toughest cup until you unlock the Neon Atari Cup, which I think, I might be wrong, but I think you have to get gold status on all the others to unlock. I think. I don't know. Or you at least got to complete the others, I know. I know you don't just have to complete them, though, because I remember it didn't show up right away. Old Chase beat us pretty badly there. You prefer Go Blue? Oh, my goodness. I guess we can't be... See, I'm a Detroit Lions fan and Ohio State fan. So a lot of people are kind of... You know, they're saying I'm not doing it right. We were playing Pole Position 2 for about a week. Finally took it out and put in Miss Pac-Man and it broke. Well, at least you weren't attempting to play it, I guess. So the reason I was playing Pole Position 2 was because I got the new controller for the 7800 from Atari. So I was starting to play it again. Oh, okay, so... Gotcha. I was going to say, you don't have to... You don't have to, you know, qualify playing Pole Position 2. I play it too. You know? So, national champs, I don't want to hear it. Yeah, yesterday is gone. Today is today. What's that, Kung Fu Panda thing? Yeah, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why it's called the present or some crap. Oh, we messed up. We messed up poorly. Oh, my goodness. We are so screwed. We are screwed. We are a half lap at least behind this guy, if not more. Well, luckily, he had a little error there. So we'll see if we can catch him. Computer always has issues with any sort of jump. Now, that's not always, I should say, but that's where they're most likely to mess up. Oh, yeah. Never a doubt, guys. Never a doubt. That's why it's the pro gamer. I dig Chase's fashion sense. That Jag tracksuit. I like the Jaguar tracksuit a lot. Alright, 8. Congratulations. You earned this. I sure did. So that would have been the toughest cup until you get to the neon tracks. Let me see if I can switch this controller real fast. I've never switched it on the fly before. Hey, Dad72. I wish the steering in this game was a little more sensitive. It's hard to take some steep curves without hitting the wall. Yeah, it is hard to take some of the corners. You almost have to break through the corners and kind of, or break before the corner, hit the handbrake, and kind of slide through them. And then if you have like a hairpin or a tight hairpin or something like that, then you have to basically hug the corner all the way through. Why does this controller not want to sync? I'm trying to switch over to the other controller, the classic controller, but it is acting like it don't want to sync right now, which is weird. I thought I had the charging cable close by, but it appears I do not. Yeah, I wanted to try the classic controller out because I haven't tried that in a while. But let me see. Is it gonna pair? No, it don't look like it. That's weird. Oh wait, do I have the cord plugged in? Hold on, guys. I'm gonna scoot off camera. I'm just scooting. Scoot, scoot, shabootin'. Alright. So the cord was plugged in already. Okay. Okay, but it's not working. So let's do this. Let's just back out and start it back up. I just bought Stray for the Xbox so I can get achievement points. Good old achievement points. Alright, let's see. Back to Neosprint. Let's restart it from the grand VCS menu. We're putting away the modern thingy. And we're going to play classic controller like with this. I love, again, this is just a big selling point for the VCS. It's kind of one of the reasons you would get it, is so you can use this classic controller. And honestly, I'm surprised at how few games actually work well or play well with it, in my opinion. Too bad this game doesn't have online multiplayer support. Yeah, that was one of my biggest complaints, because they have 8-player multiplayer capable. If you have 8 controllers, you can go to multiplayer and play with 8 people. But who has 8 controllers for the VCS and eight friends? And you go to multiplayer, see, and you can go up to 8, and then you could go into a race and you guys could all pick your cars. It would be awesome, but I have no way to experience that. So alright, how do I go back now? There we go. Alright, let's try this with the classic controller. Let's go to a middle of the road course here. Let's do our centipede buddy here. Yeah, it's great with Thrustlander, Gun Tech 2. I don't have either of those, and Gravitar Recharged. I have 0 friends who like Atari. Yeah, pretty much same here. That's why I started the channel, so my family and friends would, stop getting tired of me talking about the stuff that they don't care about. Alright, how do I change the paint scheme with this controller? How would I go about that? Nope, not that button. How would you do it? Because this controller only has 2 it. Okay, well, we're going to go with just a basic red car. Yeah, what was I playing? Oh, Circus Interstellar it works really good with. I was playing this with Circus Interstellar the other night. So, does it work with spinner controls? Oh, it does. Oh, this is different. So wait, how would I power slide? So you need that to get through the corners. Okay, I think I figured it out. Oh, this is hard. Wow, this is different. It plays a lot differently with this spinner controller. I don't know, see how they're all sliding through the corners? You're right, I don't know how I would do that. Oop, oh, oversteered. Where's the reverse? Okay, hold on, I gotta get the reverse controls down. Alright, there we go. Holy moly. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's bad, it's just so much different than what I'm used to. I can't... My brain can't quite grasp it. Okay, let me try little spins. We'll just try little baby spins here. Okay. Wow. Holy moly. And you can only steer with the spinner. So I can't even, wow. This is, I'm not gonna say it's bad, but it's totally different. I think I should start with a simpler course so I can try to get the hang of how much spin I should be doing here. Yeah, because I'm just oversteering like crazy. I'm coming, guys. I'm coming. Don't worry. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, Circus Interstellar is great. I love that game. So have you always been a Lions fan, or just since Dan Campbell took over and maybe the Barry Sanders? No, I've always been. 0 and 16 was rough year. And then John Kitna years. Took Culpepper. That was 0 and 16 year, I think. We were desperate. All through the Joey. What was his name? God, I can't remember now. I'm awful with names, if you can't tell, or just memorizing stuff in general. So that's why I gotta do things while it's fresh in my memory. Alright, let me see if I can do better on an easier course. I know we already looked at them. And let's try to zoom in the camera. Maybe if I can just focus on what I'm doing. I wish I knew how to change the colors. Oh, there we go. Okay. Driller Joe has some high scores on the VCS. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. What games do you have high scores in? All right. Get your little pink frickin'... What the hell is that thing? Out of my way. Spin, 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 spin. Spin back. Spin, spin, spin. Spin back. Nope, that was too soon. Spin, spin, spin. Spin back. Okay, still don't have the hang of it. Yeah, Joey Harrington. That's who it was. Yeah. Or not Joey. Joey. What the hell was his name now? Hold on, I gotta look it up now so I can prove to. Lions QB 90s. All right, who do we have? Rodney Pete. That was kind of right when I started watching. Charlie Batch, I remember. Yeah, Joey Harrington, yep. And Charlie Batch, I forgot about that. But we had some good years with Detroit. We also had a lot of really bad years, 0-16, obviously, a lot of like 2-win seasons. But I'm glad to see it turn around. I thought we might have had a chance last year. I was kind of excited for it. It looks like we were finally going to do something, which we've been waiting for a very long time to get a playoff win. I was happy for Stafford when he finally got a win with another team, but he needed to. He was wasting away at Detroit. He would have, and poor Kelvin Johnson. I mean, talk about a guy who deserved so much better than what he got. He destroyed his body going up to catch that ball for Detroit and never even sniffed a playoff win, let alone a championship. Yeah, one day I'm going to pick up a VCS and play multiplayer with other folks like you kind people. DF, you might be a little disappointed. There ain't a whole lot of multiplayer on here. So I know there's Food Fight Culinary Combat. What's the tank game? I can't remember now. And those are the only two that come to mind, I think. I'm sure there's more, but I don't have them. AntStream internet, but you don't like the lag. I don't use AntStream, so I can't comment on that, guys. I can just watch you talk about it. I tried to use AntStream before, and I just don't know. I couldn't. Like, it seemed like it wanted me to pay to play most things, and I didn't want to get a membership. And I was told you get a trial membership with the VCS, but mine didn't come with one, as far as I know. So I kind of just avoid AntStream. Am I getting better? I don't feel like I am. Utopos, yeah, that's it. Or is Utopos? Utopia something? Alright, so the classic controller, I think it takes a little getting used to. You're going to have to power slide at some point. And I haven't figured that out because I think the brake is on the bumper. It is. It's definitely on the bumper, but I can't slide through the corners like I can on the modern controller. So I could kind of, slide like she is there, kind of, but she don't do it very well. Being the first CPU opponent, boss opponent and all. I can't even clip her like I could, because like I said, if you kind of clip the CPU, you can send them off course a little bit. They're not very good at correcting. I don't know, I still think the modern controller is the way to go, but this definitely adds a little bit of flavor to the game. If I could consistently slide through the corners, I think I could get a hang. Again, I'm trying to not oversteer as much, and then I understeered there. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's try it one more time. Let's see if we can beat her. Let's see if we can beat her. Because I think I started to get it there at the very end. Oh. I didn't think I did that. Okay, come on. I gotta get it back. Get it back. So steer, steer, steer. Get out of the way, lady. And your grocery getter. I'm in a Formula 1 car. Let's see here. Oh, understeered like crazy. Overcorrected. Oversteered. Understeered. Understeered. Now I'm kind of screwed. Come on. No, we ain't gonna beat her. Now, how did I do that? We're a little bit more competitive. I miss the live streams with you and Vinny. Is there any possibility of resolving that? There's nothing really to resolve. I mean, so there's no rift there. Me and Vinny are on good terms. I talked to him just last night. He had a thing he was trying to take care of, and I was trying to help him out. But there's nothing to resolve. There's no bad blood. I don't dislike Vinny's. I didn't fire him in any sort of way. I mean, to say I fired him would imply that I'm still doing the podcast, and I'm not. I've talked to him. I told him since I've lost my job, we could potentially do the podcast again. And he's just really busy. He's got more opportunities after Vinny's Fantastic. What was that? Vinny's Fantastic something. It was a little Tubi movie he was in. Not little. That was the wrong word. But it's a not like a big budget thing. But after that, he's had more opportunities to appear in things outside of his own production company. So and he didn't specifically say this, but it seems like he's a little busy right now to do what we were doing consistently. I know he doesn't like the idea of doing a one-off. I said, because I brought that up, I said, let's just go on and surprise everybody and do a stream. And he's like, It's like, I don't know about that. Yeah, Vinny had a lot of crazy ideas. He wanted, I don't want to spoil all of them, but, he wanted me to play the face, and he wanted to be the heel in the videos. The problem is, I don't know. It seemed like he had more of the popular opinions at sometimes. Yeah, he goes out of his way to make sure that he does things his way too. With wrestling, he owns his own taxi company. He's doing his own movies. He's doing other people's movies now. His whole life, he's kind of done things his way, which is actually, it's something that not everybody can do. But if you think about it, it's something that we hold ourselves back from doing. Because Vinny, as awesome as Vinny is, and he has that outgoing personality type thing, but like he said, he's not his words anything special. It just takes drive and motivation to do all that stuff. So I'm happy for him. I wish I could do what he does. But yeah, right now there is no bad blood. He kind of jokes about things. I sent him a text the other day and said, not the other day, a couple months ago probably, like, why are you telling people you're fired? He said, dude, I'm trying to get that sympathy, whatever it was. I'm like, okay, dude. I don't really care. I'm just wondering. Because again, for people that don't know, me and Vinny did the podcast together. Oops. And it was quite a bit of fun. We enjoyed it. But I had issues that I had to deal with outside of the channel, and I had to let a couple things go. The podcast being one, and that's what we did. So we've been playing Neosprint for about an hour here. Overall, I like it. I think it's a fun game. It's definitely much better. It was rough around the edges initially. It's gotten a lot better in the updates. It needs online multiplayer. That would add a lot of longevity to it. What is nice is, the obstacle courses or whatever. I've done a few of them, but they basically take the courses that you're already racing and they just add elements of, cones and speed up patches and oil patches and stuff. Not really that great, but it does add some longevity to the game. The time trials are cool, and the fact that you can race against their pro times, Neo medium, Neo hard times and stuff. You can also what will also add some longevity, especially for the modern consoles, is the user created tracks here. So you can search the tracks and you can see what other people have put up here. So you have crisscross leaps and 888, and this one looks really cool. So you could hit it and you could race on it online, or download it and then play it locally multiplayer, or do your own cups and stuff. So let's see what this guy did, because this looks like a mess, and I'm still using the the classic controller. This looks like a... So this is a user created track, and basically what he's done is he's made a figure 8, I think, where you would crisscross in the air. So kind of, if you had like the old Hot Wheels sets, I guess wasn't there a Hot Wheels set where they would crisscross crash or something, or maybe that was just a game you could get, or I don't know. So there's a lot of opportunities to do that sort of stuff, but the user created stuff will add longevity, and then obviously making your own tracks, but without the ability to what the hell? I've never had that happen before. I can't build tracks? Okay. But without the ability to kind of play them online, the tracks demand to be played online. So you got Big. I like Big. Hot Mess. I mean, come on. Hot Mess. What's not to love about a hot mess, How do I go forward in the... That's not it. Oh, Dad sent... Hugo's going to repair TurboGrafx, a Nintendo 64, and a top-loading NES for you. Awesome. That's very cool. Hugo, he's done right by me. I highly recommend, if you're on the... what do you want to say? On the fence about using him. Maybe you and Vinny can have a Royal Rumble podcast where we fight. Yeah, why not? And you can see that you can build tracks on any kind of thing. I think I built some tracks, didn't I? Yeah, the Atari Network Pain Palace. I don't know if Vinny wants to do an occasional stream. I don't know what he's thinking. I'd be down for almost anything. But like I said, he's a pretty busy guy, so I cannot race with this controller. I'm starting to like this less and less. I mean, it's nice that it works. OG Hugo is rad. I bought a few retro cables and items from him, so nice. So nice. Yeah, Hugo's a good guy. I like him. I recommend him a lot. I think not today's video, but next week's video, I talk with Hugo a little bit in it to kind of help him out. I think he could have a good career in refurbishing this stuff, and it seems to be what he wants to do, so I'm hoping to help him in whatever way I can, since he's taking good care of my consoles for me. Anyway, so yeah, this is hey, C Money, good to see ya. Scored number 1 in the leaderboard on my own track. Look at that. Helps that I'm the only person. that's probably ever raced on it. But yeah, so that's the custom tracks. This would probably add a lot of longevity to the game. I think without the multiplayer stuff, you'll probably get a few hours out of it, and then you might be a little done with it. Right now, it's probably a 3 out of 5 game. I do enjoy it. I think there's quite a bit here, quite a bit of content. I still haven't unlocked everything for the creative tracks. Like I said, the last couple skins are you get through the obstacle courses, that sort of thing. So you got to play through the rest of the game if you want to get all the build-a-track pieces, all the car skins and everything. I had some #1 spots in the customs. You should try against my ghost. Well, let me see if I can get to your ghost. In the custom tracks? Let me see. Let me see if I can get the leaderboards for these to pop up. Maybe not. Don't look like they're gonna do it. See money right there. There's the man. Now, if I'm gonna beat your ghost, I gotta switch controllers then, because I can't do it with the spinner controlled. I'm just doing awful with those. So let me see, and I might have to restart the game to do it. Let me shut off this controller. I guess it was plugged in, so I just unplug it. And then sync up this controller. If I can. Let me just plug it in. Oh, there it goes. See, when I come back, I can't do nothing with the controller. That's one of the downfalls, so I'm going to have to back all the way out and back in. But yeah, let me see if I can beat one of your ghosts. Yeah, I'm definitely willing to try and beat your ghost, C-Money. Let me see if I can do this. Yep, logging me in. Okay. We want race now, single player, time trial, track gallery, and then where did I go? Top one in, was it? No, I went. Where did I go? What track was I just on? No, loading times aren't bad at all. Well, for the leaderboard, it seems to be pretty rough. But, okay, C-Money is second in this track. So let me see if I can beat your time. I know you're not first on here, but let's do this one real fast. I gotta use my favorite car, the Asteroids Formula 1 car. And then I want to zoom out the camera because I think I play better that way. Okay, let's do this. So this spiral thing seems like it'd take a long time to go through. I got 10th. How can I play against your ghost specifically, C-Money? Is there a way to do that? Because I seen like a play thing against your name. If I hit that, do I play against your ghost? And will it show me how to do it good? Okay, hold on. How do I do that? So I go like up here. Okay, that's why I didn't know. Because I thought the play icon meant just watch you go around the track. I didn't know that it was play against your ghost. Okay. So now I can play against C Money. So this is cool. I'll be honest, I didn't try this before. I didn't know what the play thing. I didn't feel like I wanted to watch other people race. Oh. Oh, that car is a lot faster than what I use. Wow. Let's see if I can follow you. Jeez, oh Pete, you got such straightaway speed though. Alright, here we go. There we go. I'm number 5 now. Okay, it said OBS disconnected, so I wasn't sure if it did or not. But actually, guys, I gotta jump off. I've been on here for an hour and 10 minutes. I appreciate everybody popping in for the surprise live stream. I'm definitely gonna do the upload ghost thing. Let me see if I can do that as we're taking off. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, guys. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for popping in, kind of hanging out with me on this 4th of July morning for all of us U.S. people. Have a good 4th of July, guys. And we'll do this again sometime very soon. Jeremiah Thomas says, it was fun. I love the Buckeyes. The Buckeyes are the best. Go Bucks forever and ever. So I agree, Jeremiah. That's awesome that you love the Bucks so much. Yeah, good to see you again, C Money. I'm going to try to race against you some more. Thanks for stopping in, DF, Jet Screamer, all you guys. Remember to hit the like button on the way out. It helps out a bunch. And other than that, we'll see you in another one here very soon. And as always, I want to say,